What's good, everybody? It's just your neighborhood angler, MoneyBass, out here about to do this thing we call Bass for Cash. Now, I get out here on a weekly basis, guys. See how many fish we can get to the boat. Have some good conversation, a little bit of conversation, a little bit of fish catching. Sometimes we'll see. We'll see how the day goes. But as I catch those fish to the boat, bring those fish to the boat, all you have to do is one, be a subscriber to the channel. Two, gets the exact weight of the fish, and bam, just like that, you walk away with a nice cash prize. Now, we always have $100 up for grabs, and that Bass for Cash is for you guys, the viewers, to be able to walk away with some of these funds. So I get out here and I get to enjoy a nice, pretty day of fishing. I mean, take a look around. We have some people out here on their boats, people out here jet skiing, all that good stuff, people on piers fishing. Get out here and enjoy the outdoors while you guys get to kind of watch and see, you know, how things transpire throughout the day. See if we can get a fish or two to the boat and possibly walk away with some nice cash for your pocket. Now, we do have some bonuses going on right now where some of these subscribers have actually chipped in some funds to, in addition to the Bass for Cash payout. All right, so the payouts are increased right now. So remember, all that you have to do is be a subscriber. Ship boy said money got his knees out. All right, guys, so yeah, we're about to get started. We're not going to go that far today because I'm fresh off of a tournament, a 2-day tournament this weekend, and I did not charge up my battery for my trolling motor, and I noticed that at the end of the tournament, my trolling motor battery was getting pretty low. So what we're going to do today is maybe just kind of hang around and see. May not be doing too much running out here on the lake, but we'll see how that plays out, guys. We'll see how much power we have on the trolling motor. What's going on, Chef Boy? We have Bully Life tuning in. You guys are ready to win some of that money. Shout out to the MoneyTeam members. And for anybody that is new to the channel, anytime you hear me referring to the MoneyTeam, those are the people that are members of the channel. They'll have a badge right next to their name. What's going on? We have Frisco tuning in. Frisco, we have some news for you, man. We have some news for you if you haven't already heard. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in here unless you know what that news is already or you figure it out a little early. Shipboy says money gonna catch a 7-pounder today. Nah, I don't necessarily need a 7-pounder today. That was this past weekend. And then in about another 2 weeks, I will be out at Lake. Let's see, what lake will I be at? Clark's Hill. I'll be at Clark's Hill, guys. So at Clark's Hill, that will be another chance for me to win that mega bass that I've been talking to you guys about a lot lately. But let's take a look and see how this trolling motor does. Let's see. Do we have, I think we are, no, it's not even turned on. Let me turn it on first. All right, we do have some power, guys. We have a little bit of power. So my battery right now is one of my batteries. So I have 3 batteries on this trolling motor. One of those batteries is not doing too well right now, so I have to get a new battery also. Let's get my mapping set up. What? Man, I've been drifting. All right, Frisco says, you bought a Ranger. Nope, that is not the news. What's going on? Just lurking, tuning in today. 2450 says, watching from Smith Lake. We have Mask Off back in here trying to get some of that cash. He says, I need to win some Bass for Cash to pay for my pain and suffering this weekend. Oh, yeah, it was kind of tough out there. It was kind of tough. But yeah, so my trolling motor is moving a little slow because I have I have a 36-volt trolling motor, so I have 3 batteries. One of those batteries is pretty much done. So it's probably just running off of enough power from 2 batteries, and that's why it's moving very, very slow. Big Bass Boom back in the chat. All right, so we're gonna get out here, and guys, right now I still have all of the rods and stuff on deck from the tournament from this past weekend, which I would not be used. I probably used like maybe 2 of those rods, but I'm gonna change those out in just a second. Papo says, what's up? Tuning in at work. All right. Having some work and fun at the same time. Always a good thing. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way in. It definitely does help out the channel. We're going to just try to ease up here a little bit. And today I can tell you we're going to be out here for a good time, not a long time. So I think we have about, do we even have 2 hours on the clock? I think we have about an hour and a half, something like that. So we'll see if we can get out here and snatch about 2 or 3 fish real quick. See if anybody can walk away with any of this Bass for Cash. And we'll see if AC, the DQ Queen, is going to step in. Shout out to Whipstick and SWAT Lawn Operations. There he goes. Look at him, right on time. He says, what's good? Michigan Bully Light says, what is the pot up to? He was like, I hear you talking about all this stuff, but what's the money about? He said, what's the pot looking like? I'm not quite sure. I lost track. I know there's $100 in there, and I know that there's an additional, was it an additional $40? I know AC keeps track of that stuff a lot better than I do, guys. I just come out here to catch the fish. Big Bass Boom says, do you know the channel Bama Bass? I sure do. I think it's him and his wife. They fish together a lot on like a pond that they own. Is that right? And he does like different challenges, catching them with live crawfish, live bait. And I remember he used to do some with like top water baits, things like that. Yep, I remember Bama Bass, yep. But I haven't watched it in a while, though. So do you know? Do you know the people from that channel? Oh, and they started making ponds. I don't know if I saw that part. All right, what we need to do now is kind of straighten things up in the boat a little bit. I'm not even going to worry about using spot lock because I don't even know if I have enough power to make that useful. All right, so I can tell you today we're not going to use a buzz bait, so I can put this up. We're not going to use a spinner bait, so I can put this up. Let's just go ahead and try spot lock and just see if it'll hold us in place for a little bit. But like I said, my power is extremely low. I want to give a big shout out to Pure Alaska for stepping in last week, 2 days ago, and being a co-sponsor of the last live stream. Also want to give a big shout out to Caden. Caden was going kind of crazy in the chat. I said, stop sending those super. Caden was like, nope, I'm going to keep sending them anyway. All right, there it goes. Whipstick says 120 for the subs and 140 for the money team. So there you go, guys. That is what is up for grabs right now. But you just have to make sure you have subscribed to the channel. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to participate. But you do need to be a subscriber. All right, let me get some things squared away. Hey, I might throw this Carolina rig out there. Haven't fished that in quite a while. I did fish that this past weekend. We'll keep that up here. Let's move this other stuff out of the way that I know I won't be using. We're just gonna set all of this back here out of the way. And then we're gonna get out the things that we will be using. Check that out, guys. My Chad shad. You guys saw me throwing that this past week too. So these swim baits, you need to actually keep them in the case. So I have not come out here and straightened things up since the tournament. And what was on this rod right here that broke off? Let's see. That's a 7-foot medium heavy. not remember what I was throwing on that rod right there. Oh, I remember now. That was my wacky rig, so I don't really need that right now. And I only need one shaky head, so let's see which one that'll be. That'll be this one, so we'll set this one up here and get this other one out of the way for now. Mascot says $50 extra to the winner of Bass for Cash if you catch it on a shad. Man, you know I'm not even gonna throw it. What kind of bet is that? That's like saying, hey, I'll give $1,000 if you can cash from here to Wisconsin. Hey man, you know I'm not gonna be using the Chad Shad. Why are you teasing the peoples like that? All right, here we go. Oh man, I forgot I got a new rod in for my swim bait. So you guys know I like throwing these Seville style swim baits. And I lost 2 rods. One fell in the water and the other one, it got broke. But now I have a brand new one. Look at that, nice and shiny, still has the plastic on there. And that's the bait that I'll be throwing on that. So we're gonna definitely use this today. I wanna put some time on that. That's on some 12-pound monofilament line. So let's go ahead and set this one up there. And what was the other thing? Let's see. I do not need that, don't need that one. Let's see, what was this right here? Oh yeah, I gotta get this one back out of here and start putting this back into action. It's top water season. Not full-fledged, but it's getting there. And there was one more that I wanted to use. If I can find it. Let's see. Let that drop down in the water column. I guess that's good enough for today. What's going on, Nikki? Good to see you in the chat. Oh my goodness. Caden, do not send super chats to be a mod. It does not work that way. But definitely got to give a big shout out to Caden, already stepping in and being the sponsor of today's live stream. Caden, you have to send me an email and I can give you some information that is some valuable information for you. All right, let's see. What we're going to do is start off with this swim bait, guys. Everybody put Caden in the chat. Caden, why is it that you want to be a mod on the channel? All right, is everybody in the chat? Okay, yeah, we have a good amount of people. All right, MoneyTeam members. If you are a member of the channel, type MoneyTeam in the chat. Bully Life says, where's Chicken Hawk? All right, if you are a member of the channel, type MoneyTeam in the chat. Ian put MoneyTeam. Ian, you don't have a badge. All right, we're gonna interview Caden. Does anybody, shout out to Caden, guys. I see you guys putting Caden in the chat. Really appreciate that. All right, so Caden, what kind of questions do you guys have for Caden? I know somebody was asking how old is Caden, but I want to know, why do you want to be a mod, Caden? Shout out to Caden, guys. Tony450 says, I'm a MoneyTeam mascot. How are you guys putting MoneyTeam in the chat and don't even have a badge? So, Caden, are you still in the chat? You disappeared on me on Sunday. We were trying to ask you some questions. But why is it that you want to be a mod? And if anybody else has any questions for Caden, all right. Look at Forrest. Oh, yeah, I think we were asking that also. In a good way. Shout out to Clint Perry. Oh, my goodness. Clint Perry slid on in and hit us in the chin with a $5 super chat. Put Caden in there. Shout out to Clint Perry. All right, Caden. Caden, why is it that you want to be a mod? All right, guys, we're just easing up, kind of looking around. Remember, today's going to be a little slower. My trolling motor battery is almost dead. So, like I said, we're going to be out here for a good time, not a long time. But I do want to stick a fish on this new rod that I just got. I want to test it out. I want to test out the hook set. And the wind would be blowing kind of hard today with my trolling motor being kind of down. Whipstick says CP the General. Is that Crazy Nuts in the chat? Mascot says, what kind of rod is that? This is a 7.6. I don't know if you guys can see it right here, but this is a 7.6 medium heavy casting rod. We're gonna test it out, see if the bendation is amazing. What's going on, burning season? All right, we're gonna let it sink down a little bit. While I didn't set up my reel first, I just put it on here and started casting, which is not a good thing. But luckily we're in some deeper water. Oh man, it casts good. But I know you guys hear the screaming reel again. You're gonna hear a little bit of screaming for a little bit today, because I want to catch something with this swim bait. What are you guys talking about in the chat? Burn Season said, that's the type of rod that never gets to see the bendation. So I'm throwing this on 12-pound monofilament line. Shout out to Nikki and Lurk. Well, this has some type of different braking system in it. Hey, wait a minute. In the chat, can you guys hear me okay? All right, can you drop a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me? Let me see what's going on with the video real quick. All right, just hold on a second, guys. Let me just reset. All right, guys, I'm back, and I do not know what I did on here to stop the video, so give me a second. Let me try to figure it out. And I think I figured it out. I think I figured it out. All right, so we're not gonna play around, guys. I wanted to catch something off of this swim bait, but let's just see if we can get something to the boat for you real quick. Now, I know that you saw Whipstick has put in the chat that there's up to $140 up for grabs today. Now look at that hook right there. Can you guys see that? It got bent out at the last tournament, but this is not a tournament, so I'm gonna bend this hook back and we're gonna catch a fish on it. All right, let's put a little stank on it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of stank on there. A little dab will do you. All right, so did Caden hop back in here? Caden says, catch you later. Wait a minute. Caden, why? Okay, there we go. Says, I like being blue. Caden, why is it that you want to be a mod? That is one of the questions. Does anybody else have any questions for Caden? What's going on, Kevin? Two Fishes. Whipstick, I know you have some questions for Caden. Burnison says, how old is Caden? That was the number one question people were asking. How old are you, Caden? Oh, man, the wind is not my friend today. Let's get this back out of here. So I'm dealing with this wind, and my trolling motor doesn't have too much power right now. There we go. I got a good cast that time. Now let's see if we can hold position. All right, let's see. Clint Perry said Caden has some money. Wicked Weasel says Caden is legit. Kid knows his gear. Okay. Tyler says sounds like Caden is underage. Bernstein says rumors are Caden got a DQ from AC. Now he wants a mod to get revenge. Oh no. Oh no. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a fish to the boat, guys, while we get this thing figured out. Oh no, not the revenge. So Caden is here for a mod spot. What's going on, Braden? Good to see you tuning in. All day and then some. Says, are they biting? We're about to find out now, because really I feel like this is what, about my second or third cast maybe. Wicked Weasel says Caden is a 40-year-old in a 16-year-old body. What are you guys talking about? I'm not seeing any of the answers from Caden. Is anybody seeing anything? Uh-oh, Caden. All right, so there we go. Whipstick, he is looking for high school anglers. So that's one of the reasons why we're trying to get some info. We're trying to grow our little community here of fishing. Getting a lot of like-minded people together. Le Jacqueson says, bonjour. Bonjour, mon frère. You guys didn't know I was octolingual, huh? Fisherman of Men says, favorite lure to fish. I mean, you guys know I love a shaky head. I can fish it shallow, deep. I can even swim it. I can do quite a few things with it. But different days, I have different moods. Sometimes I like to catch them on moving baits, swimming baits, things like that. The burning season says, did you say 21? What's going on, Brian? He says, let me see. Who else do we have in the chat? I didn't see the 21 thing. Rusty says, I'm going to take that money today. He says, I'm going to take the cash for that bass. We'll probably have to move a little bit. Lanier kayak bass fishing. I saw you catching some fish on the lake on Lanier with a Chad shad. Is it true? He says, better have that sunscreen. He says, hot as crap out there. I got a year's worth of tan today. So, but, oh yeah, you definitely need to protect yourself out here. But I want to know what's up with that Chad shad video you have out there. Oh my goodness, guys, we got him. We got him. The bendation is sensational. Do you see that? Do you see it? Oh my goodness, is somebody gonna walk away with a little bit of cash? Let's see. Do you see it? Let me flip it. Do you guys see what we just caught? Do you see what we caught? It is amazing out here. Do you see this? Should I weigh him or should I put him back? It put up a good fight. It's a fighter. Do you see this nasty crap that's out here on these lakes, guys? I'm sorry, I had to mess with you guys for just a minute. But yeah, look at that right there. I thought I was hung up, but we were able to get it loose. Oh, let's throw it in the trash can. Don't want to put it back in the lake. Now, who got tricked on that one? Who got tricked on it? Let's see. Let me check in the chat. Oh, the burning Caesar already knew the deal. Tyler said the bendation is real. All right, so I got a few of you on that one. All right, let's ease on back out there and see what we can get, guys. It's like a box of chocolates. You just don't know what you're gonna get. So we're gonna see. All right, so Lanier kayak bass fishing. I want to know about that. Lanier, he says, good Lord, I hate those trashy fishermen. That's right, got a tree pounder. All day and then some said, I thought you had one. Still bigger than anything I've seen chicken hawk catch. Oh my goodness, what's going on, Jarvis? All right, so Lanier kayak bass fishing, he says, Chad shad is good to draw the biggins paralleling the docks, drawing. That is true, but you were not just drawing them, you were catching those fish. I have 2 Chad shads, and I've never caught anything with either one of them. And that is something that I want to catch something on the Chad shad. But I'm taking it you must be up further on the northern end of the lake catching largemouth with those. Am I right? Mid-lake, northern end, something like that? Because I want to try that out. Then he said, okay, pure reaction. Oh, yeah. Bass Baller says, have you caught anything? Have there been any bass that are brawling out here? We do not have any brawling bass at the moment, but we're on the hunt for some. My trolling motor battery is extremely low. I have 1 bad battery. So I have a 36 volt trolling motor. So that means I have 3 trolling motor batteries. One of those batteries is low on power or just bad. So my trolling motor is moving extremely slow because it's pretty much just pulling power from 2 batteries. So I need to replace those. I'm fresh off of a tournament from this weekend, and I did not charge up my batteries too, so that makes it even worse. We're gonna stick to it and see what we can make happen. Not just yet one big spot, but earlier in the spring I would catch the big largemouth. Okay. What's going on, DL Peck? He says, hey money, how did the tournament go this past weekend? All right, DL Peck, go to FishXLive.com and go to the click on the clubs tab Then click on, you want to go to the Lake Chickamauga, the one that took place on May 17th is what you want to find on FishXLive. And I want you to tell me, what do you see on that leaderboard? And then we can talk about it. Blaster says, well, what do we have here? Is Frisco still in the chat? Is Frisco in the chat? I told Frisco there was something that he was going to need. I had some info, some news for him. Is Frisco still in the chat? Shout out to Lanier Kayak Bass Fishing. Thanks for stopping by. Says he is about to head out and make some dinner. Okay. Frisco says, can't switch to 24 volt. I don't think so. I've never tried to do that before. Frisco. Oh, so you see it, Frisco. Blaster was like, hey, he came to the front of the congregation. He was like, I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna start living right. He's been getting on the good side with Pure Alaska and Mrs. Pure Alaska. He's been out there. He's been what's it called? He's been on the campaign trail. He's been on the campaign trail trying to get that gift. Well, I don't even know if he got a gifted membership, but shout out to Blaster. He is a member of the Money Team. Big shout out to Caden. Caden is the sponsor of today's live stream, guys. Caden says, I'm putting in for it to be a mod. But we're trying to conduct the interview process. But Caden, I haven't seen any answer to anything. Frisco says, so am I the last man out? That is right, Frisco. Everyone else has a has a badge except for Frisco. Frisco, what have you been doing? You must have did something so bad that your past life gets caught up to you. So yeah, right now, guys, the wind is kind of bad, so we're just gonna kind of fish around in this cove, see if we can yank one or two to the boat so somebody can walk away with some of this cash. Now, you guys saw what Whipstick had to say. There's $140 up for grabs. If you are a member of the Money Team, you remember you get a little extra, but it does not cost anything to participate in this thing we call Bass for Cash. Blaster says, poor Frisco. Blaster was like, I gotta get my life right. Now today, I definitely want to get something to the boat to see Blaster for the first time put his 2 guesses in the chat. So I gotta make it happen for Blaster today. That is the goal for today. Roger's family said, he said, let it ride. Uh-oh, we have Hog Catcher tuning in. I know what's on Hog Catcher's mind. He's like, hey, bud, I'll be your Huckleberry. When you gonna meet me out on the lake again? I know Hog Catcher's waiting for a little something. Shout out to Max. Max hit you guys right in the mouthpiece with 1 gifted membership, and it went to Lanier Etheridge. Oh, wait a minute. Frisco, he tried to hook you up and it didn't work. What happened? Whipstick says, let's see. He says, what's up, bro? Are you in the metro area? All right, so Caden, Whipstick is trying to get some information from you. Hogcatcher says, you better know it. Max says, sorry, Frisco, I tried. I think you guys need to interview Frisco. You need to bring him to the front of the congregation. What has Frisco done? Maybe he did something so bad in his past life that it's still falling to his current life. Because Frisco has been trying to get a membership for months, years, decades. Shout out to Rogers Family Outdoor Adventure says, we got to get Frisco a membership. I don't know if it's going to happen. Blaster says, here is a halo for you, Frisco. Oh, man, that is messed up. Blaster, how you going to mess with your buddy like that? You have your membership. Now you're going to mess with your buddy. All right, appreciate the patience, guys. I did have to take a phone call. Somebody, yeah, I guess Wicked Weasel knows the deal. Got to take a few phone calls every once in a while. So DL Peck, you saw the leaderboard. Yeah, so I spent a lot of time throwing an A-rig and that Chad Shad. I was determined. I was going after that 7-pounder. So I was like, I'm going to hero or zero. And which one do you think I did, DL Peck? What would you call that? What would you call it? Yep, a 6.19 was caught. But I don't even know if he was eligible for the mega bass. I'm not sure. Is Caden still in the chat, guys? DL Peck said I heroed. So why would you call that a hero, DL Peck? After you saw the leaderboard, why was that a hero? Go ahead and fill me in on that one. Maybe I'll feel a little bit better. I did stick to the game plan. I guess that is one thing I did. I stuck to the game plan. Blaster says, how was that 250 from Caden? Man, Caden was going crazy in the chat. And now Caden is gone once again. Come on, Fishy. All we need is just one of you to go ahead and put your mouth on it for us. Yeah, DL Peck, go ahead and let me know. How was that a hero that you saw on the list? I'm talking about me. We're talking about the same thing. Did I hero or zero? Kevin Two Fishes says, believe Caden left to go fishing. Man, Caden slides in, drops a few super chats and jets, right? Blaster said, did he buy a blue wrench? I don't think you can buy blue wrenches. I was trying to tell Caden, hey, that's not the way the process works. All right, let's see, guys. We might have a little customer. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Oh, my goodness. We got him. We got him. We got him that time. And I tell you what, this is not a stick, guys. It is a good one. It's a good one. Oh, my goodness. The bendation is sensational. Do you see that right there in the chat? What do you guys call that? Oh, my goodness. And it's a fighter. It is a fighter, guys. Do we need the net? Let's see. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one, guys. Do you see it right there? Oh, my goodness. It's a good one. I can't flip this one, guys. I'm not even going to try to flip this one. It's full grown. It's full grown. Oh, my goodness. And it's pulling drag. Come on, buddy. I'm trying to get to the net, guys. Or you want me to just try to see if I can lip this one? Let's see. Let's see if I can lip him like the Bass Masters do. Let's see if we can lip him, guys. Do you see him? Let's see if I can lip him. Oh, my goodness. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he goes. Let's see if I can lip this one, guys. Because he had it. I saw him when he went down and got it. Did you see the bendation? The bendation is sensational. Oh, my goodness. This thing has some strength on it, too, guys. Oh, goodness, come back over here. Come back, come back. Bam. And we got him. And we got him. Just like that, kablam. Right in that mouthpiece. Oh, my goodness, guys. Let's see if we can go ahead and get this one out of here. She was like, oh, yeah, I want that right there. She definitely came and got it. Uh-oh, let's see if we can get it out. We're doing a little bit of surgery, guys. So I like to catch these fish and release them without harming them the best I can. But sometimes it doesn't always work out that way. So we're gonna see if we can just hurry up and get this one out. So we may have to go ahead and weigh this one pretty quick so I can put it back into the lake, guys. Let's see. All right, we got her. We got her. All right, there we go. There we go. Look at her. We saved her. She's gonna be all right. Let's just dip her in the water for just a second. All right, there she goes, guys. There she goes. Did you see her? Let's drop her in the live well for just a second. All right, is Whipstick in the chat? We need Whipstick in the chat, guys. All right, so we're gonna weigh that one up. Big Belly Betty. All right, is Whipstick in the chat? Is Whipstick in the chat? Because I want to get her weighed and back out in the water. So you guys are lucky this time. Because we're going to do some kind of quick. Let's see, do we have some juice on the bubble scale? Oh my goodness, we have the DQ Queen. All right, DQ Queen, listen. This fish, I want to get it back into the water pretty quick. So we're going into subscriber only mode right away. Let me know, guys. Are we currently in subscriber only mode? Messages, live chat. Are we in subscriber only mode, guys? Zyro said, you got to turn on the live well. Well, we're not going to even leave this one in there that long to even stay in the live well. But we can turn it on. We can turn it on, Zyros. All right, let's see. Let me know, guys. Are we in subscriber only mode? Are we in subscriber only mode? All right, there we go. Shout out to AC. All right, AC. We're going to go ahead and weigh this one up quick because I want to get her back out in the water. She was a fighter. Did you guys see the fight? Did you see the fight on her? Did you see it? Now, she's a good one, guys. Blaster says the bendation was real. Now, Blaster, this right here is dedicated to Blaster, one of the newest members of the Money Team out there living right. We're going to see if he can walk away with some of this cash today. Zyro says, I got here during the surgery. All right. So, yeah, she's down there. You see her. She's doing all right. But we're not going to leave her in the live well long at all. She put up a real good fight, guys. All right. So, AC, are you ready? She says she is ready. All right, guys. Remember, you remember the rules of engagement. You will have 2 minutes from the time that she says scales officially open. All right, AC, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and put scales officially open in the chat. All right, there it goes, guys. That is the fish. Now, let me just show you the length. She has some length on her, and she has some girth. Bendation leads to girthification. Now, this fish, that's 15 inches, 16, oh my goodness, 15, 16, 17. This fish is over 18 inches right here, guys. I don't know if you can tell, but it is over 18 inches. Scales are officially open. You have 2 minutes. And I want to see what Blaster puts in the chat. You guys have 2 minutes. Let me show you the girth on her. Look at the girth on her right there. She's a good one. You have 2 minutes. And while you guys are doing that for 2 minutes, I'll get over here and just do a little casting for a minute or two. All right, AC, keep an eye on Blaster. I want to know what after the scales are closed, I want to know what Blaster's guess was. Blaster is now official. Let's get down there and see if we can get another one to the boat, guys. Shout out to DL Peck. DL Peck living out there in the land of the big fish, Texas. He says, oh, I know it's a 3. Shout out to Kevin Two Fish. You guys see all the Money Team members? Now listen, for those that do not know, we are doing this thing called Bass for Cash. You can put one guess in the chat if you are not a member of the channel. It does not cost anything to participate. But they are guessing for a $140 payout right now. Bass for Cash is real, just like the bendation. Let's see who is going to walk away with any of this cash for that bass. I want to give a big shout out to Caden, the sponsor of today's live stream. All right, you guys have 2 minutes to get it cracking. 2 minutes. And my trolling motor is moving so slow, I'm probably not going to get a chance to. Probably take me 2 minutes to try to get back to where I was at. Al Plain says, you need to let Drew V be your accountant. The scales are closed. Kablam! The scales are closed. Let's get out here and see if anybody's going to walk away with any cash for that pocket. All right, what was AC? What was Blaster's guess? What was Blaster's guess? All right, now take a look, guys. As you know the routine. I think this fish is going to be, man, it's borderline 3. It could be above or below. It could be a big 2 or a small 3. So I'm going to go with a 3.12 on this one. Let's see. I'm going to go with a 3.12. All right, we're going to zero the scales out. There you guys go. You see the zeros. And let's see. We're about to make it official like a referee's whistle. Ooh, I was close. But close gets you nothing. 3.25. 3.25 right there in your mouthpiece. Who's going to walk away with that cash for this bass? That's why we call it Bass for Cash for anybody that is just tuning in. But like I said, this fish was a good sport. It put up a real good fight. So we're going to let her go pretty quickly. Let's see if she's going to be strong enough to swim off right now. Let's see. What do you want to do? Do you want to swim off? All right, look at her. There she goes, guys. And just like that, she's gone. And just like that, we have no official winner. Oh, my goodness. Hog Catcher says he had it backwards. What do you mean you had it backwards? Well, so the weight was 3.25. What weight did you have, Hog Catcher? You said you had it backwards. No official winner. Corey had 3.24. CP almost got it again. Okay. What was Blaster's guess? He says, give it some Jesus juice since I'm living right. You saw her. She swam off. She'll be all right. She'll be all right. But that one, that fish was suspended, guys. It was suspended I threw the bait out there. It followed it all the way down, picked it up, and just shot right back up. So that's why it had time to swallow the bait like that. 3.25 was enough to get somebody a nice payout, but nobody wanted that money. Is Whipstick in here? I need Whipstick to tell you guys. I need Whipstick to say his famous line. They don't want that money. They don't want the money. Now, guys, I can tell you right now, I've done my job. Let's go ahead and ease over to another little spot. 3.25. But nobody wanted that money. Hey, see, I think they may be scared of cash. I think that's what it is. I haven't been watching the news lately. Is something going on with contaminated cash? Contaminated $140 bills or something like that? Alexandra says there are a couple that were close. Bill Meeks had 3.26, and there was a couple of 3.24s. Oh, my goodness. Rusty says, what's the total payout, AC? Texas Snoop said, dang it, I missed it. Oh, so you missed the entire weigh-in? Texas Snoop, did you miss the entire weigh-in? We did it kind of quick. Hey, that's why you got to tune in. You got to tune in and stay in. So the reason why we did that one so quick, Texas Snoop, is because that fish was suspended. I threw the bait out there, it followed it all the way down to the bottom, and then I saw the fish kind of just shoot back up, headed back up into the water column. It had actually picked up my bait and started swimming back up with it. So I had to reel in and catch up to it. There it goes, guys. $120 or $140 is up for grabs. And then Mask Off came in saying, I'll put in 50 if you catch it with a Chad Shad. He knows I'm not even going to be throwing a Chad Shad today, guys. Once again, want to give a big shout out to Caden. Caden is the sponsor of today's live stream with the $49.99. We're not going far, guys. Like I told you, we're going to be out here for a good time, not a long time. Zyro says, man, I was 3.23. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I see something. If you see something, say something. What was that I saw? Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, some bait fish is what I saw. And a lot of them. But it's all right. We don't need those fish anyway. We'll go find some other ones. All right, so we're just gonna be out here easing around, enjoying the scenery. Did anybody else fish any tournaments this past weekend? Al Plain says, your talons are still down. Texas Snoop said, did anyone win the loot? Are you talking about that $4,000 Mega Bass pot? Is that what you're talking about, Texas Snoop? Nobody won, but if you took a look at that leaderboard, where DL Peck took a look at the leaderboard, he saw that somebody did catch a 619. And what I was throwing was an A-rig, a Chad Shad. You see this Chad Shad right there? I was throwing that big Chad Shad, and I know you can't really tell, but that crankbait right there, that crankbait, that is a 10XD. So it's about the same size as that Chad Shad. So I was going big or going home, and guess what I did? I went home. Hog Catcher says, I had 2 dead fish knocked me out of the second place. So what were you fishing, Hog Catcher? Was it the easy trail or something like that? I know Hog Catcher, you out there killing them with that wacky rig. The burning season said that you can help figure out what weekends. All right, I see another little customer out here, guys. Let's see if we can get him to come and play. I think it was the 22nd is the date that he had last mentioned. D.O. Peck said he fished 2 tournaments over the weekend. Hawk catcher said, y'all better know it. But right now, with my trolling motor battery being so low, the wind isn't blowing too hard, but it doesn't take much to just push me around like crazy right now. Bernstein says, sound like Hawk didn't want to make an appearance. The Hawk is in hiding. The Hawk has flew the coop. Let's give this trolling motor all the juice I got, and let's see if that's enough to fight this wind. All right, so we haven't been out here long, guys, but we got one good to the boat, and nobody wanted that cash. Nobody wanted that cash. Shout out to Texas Noob. I think, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. 100 of those dollars are in there courtesy of Texas Noob. I forgot about that. Is that right? Texas Noob won $40 and then said, let it ride. He said, I'm putting it all back in. He said, let it ride. Then he won again and won a $100 bill. He said, let it ride. He said, let it ride again. But what he then said, he was like, I win again. He's like, that money's going to my gas tank. He said he's not going to do it twice. Yeah, guys, my trolling motor does not have enough power for me to even fight against the wind. Shout out to Clint Perry, the general of the money team. Slid right on in and hit 25 with a gifted. Oh, and he did it again. Slid right on in. Saber Outdoors with the gifted membership. Saber Outdoors is out there living right. Shout out to Saber Outdoors. Everybody put CP in the chat. CP, the general, sliding on in. He said, I'm going to try to help you out, Frisco. I think Frisco may not be doing his part. Frisco, we really do need to know. What is it that you have done? What did you do, Frisco? I need everybody to put credit where credit is due and give a shout out to CP. Put CP in the chat, guys. He's always looking out for the chat. He's the general of the money team. He's recruiting soldiers today. The general is recruiting soldiers today. Now, just so everybody knows, those gifted memberships are chosen at random through YouTube. It does not let Clint Perry decide who gets those, but it does let him decide to continue growing the money team. The money team is long and strong. All right, so now I'm sitting here fighting against this one, guys. I am not moving forward at all. I have my trolling motor way past 10, but this slight wind is enough to keep me from being able to move. But we're gonna keep trying. We're gonna keep trying. Let me try some zigzag action and see what happens. Tyler says, I need a free membership. Well, Tyler, the question of the day is, are you living right? If you have a badge next to your name, that means you were living right at some point. because not everybody can get one. It's exclusive. Shout out to Clint Perry, getting that honorable mention today. Shout out to Caden for sponsoring today's live stream. All right, guys, we gained a little bit of ground. We're moving a little bit. It's not fast enough, but we're getting there. So it's going to take me a little bit more time than expected. We're going to see if we can pop another one right in that mouthpiece real quick. Uh-oh, we're coming up on what I needed to see. Oh my goodness, we're definitely coming up on what I needed to see. It is a battle zone out there. Let me just see if I can show you guys what I'm looking at. The bait fish right here, and there's bass attacking all of those bait fish. So that's what I'm out there looking at. And because my trolling motor moves so slow, I can't really keep up with them. But since they're down there eating, all right, now let's see if I can change it up a little bit and get back out there with the swim bait. Oh no. All right, let's see. Let's see, guys. Let's see if I can do it. The wind is not my friend today. What's going on, James Taylor? Tuning in, checking out the live stream. Really appreciate you for stopping through. Clint Perry says subscriber only mode is still on. Yep, it's still on right now. I didn't take the time to change it yet. I was hoping we could get another one pretty quick. Let's go ahead. I appreciate it, Clint. Let's go ahead and chat filter messages. Let's go ahead and let everybody back in. All right, let's see. We should be out of subscriber only mode now. Are we still in subscriber only mode, guys? Can you tell? All right, so as bad as I want to catch something on that swim bait, I think I need to stick with what I know I can catch something on based on what I'm seeing out here. Since it took so long for me to finally make it back up here. And there we go. Bam, and I think I got it right where it needed to be too. I think I did. Gonna back off just a little bit. James Taylor said, who is not a sub? Appreciate that. All right, so yeah, if you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe button. We're doing this thing called Bass for Cash, where it does not cost anything to participate. All you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel, and that is it. Jarvis says, have I ever tried the ghillie swim bait? I have not. Uh-oh, we're fading away, guys. We're fading away. The wind started winning again. All right, there we go. If you see something, say something. And I see something. So I think we may get a little something. Maybe. Let's see, guys. Is that anti-matte? Anti-matty? Am I saying that right? Okay, says I'm still in subscriber only mode. Okay, let's see if I can come out of subscriber only mode. All right, I tried it again, guys. Let me know. Is it still in subscriber only mode? Bad cast, I think. Oh, and we got him. We got him, guys. We got him. Bam! Right in that mouthpiece once again. There we go, guys. It has some bendation. The bendation is sensational. Do you guys see that? It's a fighter. I don't know how big it is, but it's a fighter. We're about to find out. It's trying to pull. It's not pulling drag, but he got the bendation on him. It's a fighter. I think we might be able to flip this one. We'll see. We'll see. It has a little bit of fight to it. Bring it closer. Can you guys see it down there? Can you see it? It had a buddy with him. All right, we're gonna get him up toward the top, then we're gonna flip him. All right, looks like it may be official again, guys. It may be official. Boom! We hit him with the flip. Hit him in the lip and got him with the flip. It's not as big as the other one, but it may do a little something, something. We'll see. All it has to be is 14 inches to be an official bass for cash fish. Now, this one may not make it, guys. Let's go ahead and put it on the scale real quick. Put it on the scale. Shout out to FishXLive.com. Out here making it happen, guys. Also want to give a big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. Oh, yeah. It's official once again. Do you guys see that? It's hitting it right on the 14. Right on the 14. It's a good. It's a good one. And when I say good, I mean it's good for about a $140 bill to the right person. Do you know what it takes to be the right person? To get your guessing game right. We're about to do another thing called bass. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All of them in my mouthpiece. Oh man. Fish slime is kind of salty. Shout out to the masked bass. Ted, he said the bendation is phenomenal. The bendation, wait a second, bendation, a real phenomenon. Rusty said bendation without flexation. They don't go together. You can't have bendation without flexation. Blaster says, ew. Jarvis said the bendation sensation is back. James Taylor saw it. He said boat flip, hit him in the lip, and got him with the flip. Now that fish right there is just a little over 14 inches, but guess what it is? It could be still worth $140 to somebody. A $140 bill right there, just waiting for you. But I think Whipstick knows the deal. He's like, they don't want that cash. He's like, my money is safe. He's like, they don't want that cash. All right, let's put another one. Put another one over there, see what we can do. Let's see what we can do, guys. Man, this current is taking me. My trolling motor is gone, so we're in drift mode. Ooh, I had to chin check him. I had to chin check him. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I had to hit him in the chin. Ooh, I said, that's my money. I need it now. Isn't that a commercial? He says, it's my money, and I need it now. All right, so we're right over here in Grass City. I can see some fish over here swimming around. Let's try my swim bait on them. Drew says driftification leads to lostification. All right, guys, we're back. We're out here drifting. Who is that? We have Fish Stick tuning in. Says, will you come fishing with me sometime in Louisiana? Says, my mom said it's okay. Let's go and catch some of these redfish. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh man, I made it over that laydown too. This current is pretty strong. It's pretty strong, guys. Let's see if I can even turn. Do I have enough power to even turn? I do not. Able to get it turned around. Can you guys see that laydown right here? Does anybody think there's a fish on it? Let's throw this swim bait up there. Man, we're just drifting like crazy now, guys. All right, what we're gonna have to do is crank up the big motor and just ease back up. But we do have another fish in the boat. It's AC in the chat. It's AC in the chat. I think I'm gonna call it, guys. We need 15 more likes. Let's get up to, what would that put us up to? 70? We need 15 more likes. If you have already hit the like button, type the word like in the chat. If you have already hit the like button. We need 15 more likes, guys. Now listen, there's a $140 bill on the line. And if you've been watching this channel for any length of time, you know the bendation is real. Just like Bass for Cash. Man, this pollen out here is getting kind of rough. Man, you guys are hitting that like button pretty quick. I guess you really do want to win those funds. Maybe I went too easy on them, AC. Did I go too easy on them? We're at 64 likes. They were like, hey, bud, we're not out here to play. They were like, Bass for Cash is not for play. Oh, goodness. We're at 64 likes. Did I do it right, AC? Or should I have referred to you? What do you think? Did I do it right? David says, have you had any problems? Let me see. With the red reel tension knob. Mine broke off. No, I haven't had any problems with the reel other than that squealing sound. So I know it has a different type of braking system in there. So I don't know if you just oil it or how you're supposed to do maintenance on that one. Glad you didn't let AC decide. Fish Stick says, hey, Money, I'm from, let me see, to his fishing partner. But you're more than welcome to come fishing with him. AC said, wow, Frisco. He said, I thought we were cool, Frisco. How could you do me like that? Wait a minute, mask off. What are you talking about in the chat? Tim Burdett said, that was some bendation on that. Uh-oh, Tim is in the chat. Tim is like, hey, I think I might as well get me some of this cash for one of those bass. So Tim, I think you missed the first one. But yeah, we got a nice little $140 bill up for grabs right now. But let me see, do you have a badge? If you had a badge, it pays a little extra. Jason New said mask off is over there pulling a ditty. Maybe that's why he leaves his mask on, right? Maybe that's why he has a mask in the first place. Frisco says, oh no, not another Diddy comment. All right, so we're just idling back up here, guys. What I'm trying to do is just get out of the wind. So we're gonna see if we can just get out of the wind and catch one more. Let's see, how much time do we have on the clock? All right, guys, we have about 20 minutes on the clock. AC, can you set the timer? How many likes do we need? How many more likes do we need, AC? What graph mounts do you use for the console and the bow? You do not want to know, because I need to get mine fixed. I need to get them tightened up. And ask someone in the chat to recommend some mounts for you. Andre said, "Oh yeah, that's pretty funny." Oh yeah, because I'm kind of rough on my stuff, as the chat knows. So I beat mine up pretty bad. Frisco said BBT. What does BBT stand for? Bass Boat Technologies, I think. All right, so we're back at it again, guys. I think we may be in an area where the wind can't beat us up too bad and just push us wherever it wants us to go. We're gonna see if we can get one more. We need 5 more likes, guys. Can we get 5 more likes? Once we get 5 more likes, then we're gonna weigh that next fish. We're gonna see if anybody wants this money. Now look, the pot has been increased. The payout is increased, but nobody wants that money. All right, we're focused, guys. We're focused. How many more likes do we need? We need 3 more likes, guys. I think I went a little too easy on you. AC may have said 100. Shout out to Caden, sponsoring today's live stream. Also want to give an honorable mention to your partner, CB, Clint Perry, the general of the money team, sliding in and hitting you guys right in the mouthpiece with those gifted memberships. So we have a few more people that can double their chances to win. And I guess you're not quite doubling your payout right now. C219 said, when am I coming to Clarks Hill? I will be at Clarks Hill on May 30th. So what is that? That Friday. I will be there for a 2-day tournament. And I will once again be looking for a 7-pounder. Now, C219, I know you know a little bit about that lake. Have they been catching those size fish on that lake recently? Those 7- and 8-pounders on that lake? Largemouth bass? I know Mask Off is looking too. Mask Off is wanting to win that 4,000 too. What's going on, Crystal? Good to see you back in the chat. We're gonna see if we can pop a nuttin' for everybody. We are at 68 likes and time is ticking, guys. We have 18 minutes left on the clock. In 18 minutes, we need to get 1 more like, and then we're gonna weigh the fish, and then we're gonna see if we can get another one to the boat. See if we can come out here for a quick 3-piece in and out. Texas Nuke says, come to New York. I'll get you that 7-pounder. Well, the problem with that burning season is everybody would need to come because it's a mega bass pot and everybody would need to be there to participate. As AC says, she says, let's see. Here, I didn't want to hear how many likes you wanted. She says, I'm here. I didn't hear how many likes you want. Oh, I said 70. So we're ready. We're right on it. Crystal said, let's chin check some bass. You said your buddy caught a 9 and won a nitro. How long ago was that? How long ago did he catch a 9? Did you say 15 to 20 years ago? Frisco said, we still be waiting if AC gave the number. Oh, I think it was in March. Okay. Well, that's good. That means it was recent enough. That's recent enough. This fish is I got to get over here out of the wind, guys. So trolling motor is moving very, very slow, but that's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of gonna get over here out of the wind because you can kind of see how the ripple is across the water over here, but over there is smooth. If I stay out here, it's gonna push me way back away from the cove again. So as soon as we get over there, we're gonna weigh this fish and see if anybody's gonna walk away with some of that cash. All right, so we're gonna go back into subscriber only mode. Let me know, guys. Are we in subscriber only mode now? In the chat, I need you guys to confirm, are we in subscriber only mode? Somebody, anybody, everybody, let me know, are we in subscriber only mode? Crystal said, did AC catch a bass yet? Uh-oh, appreciate that, Nikki. Uh-oh, AC, they did not forget. Inquiring minds want to know. They said you have to the end of the month. The trial date starts June 1st is when trial starts. Zyro said, boom. AC, they're wanting to know, did you catch a bass yet? Mario says, you get anything? Yes, sir, we sure did, Mario. The first fish, nobody guessed the weight. Nobody wanted that money. But luckily, we have another one in the chat. AC says, shh. Come on, Crystal, let's go. It's too late, Crystal already told on you, AC. You have till June 1st. Trial starts June 1st. Inquiring minds want to know what the verdict will be. Nikki says, Money, can I see the fish, please? Just give me maybe about 2 more minutes. All I'm trying to do is get over here out of the wind so that I don't get blown all around the lake because my trolling motor battery is pretty much dead right now. David says subscriber only mode. Appreciate that. Uh-oh, Blaster says, AC, we don't want you on the stand with Diddy. He said you need to make sure you come, you go ahead and submit the evidence proving that you are not. What's the charge again? Impersonating an angler. That's what the charge is. AC is charged with impersonating an angler. And trial begins on June 1st. Oh my goodness, burning season, say it ain't so. No, do not say that. Oh my goodness. For a few minutes, no, burning season, do not do that. That money, I'm pretty sure, will not spend the same. We got Scooter and the boys tuning in. Good to see you. All right, guys, I think we may be out of the wind now. Let's just ease on just a little bit more. Might as well ease on into the shade. Frisco says, Your Honor, you see anyone fish with long nails like that? Oh, no, AC. It's going to be the trial of the century. Impersonating an angler. Those are some serious charges around these parts. Shout out to CP. Slid on in and hit the channel with 5 gifted memberships. Went to Crazy Nuts, Traveling to Fish, Jason, Incognita, and Cameron. Guess who didn't get a gifted membership? In the chat, can anybody tell me who didn't get a gifted membership? Shout out to CP. I need everybody to put CP in the chat. CP is the general of the money team. And I don't know if you guys realize what he just did. See, CP, he knows how to do this. He's like, we are about to weigh this fish now. So he slid in and hit you guys right in the mouthpiece with 5 more gifted memberships. That means there are 5 of you that are going to have 2 guesses and a chance to win some bonus bucks, that extra bonus $20 bill that is sitting in there for that payout. Want to give a big shout out to Texas Nuke. Texas Nuke put $100 in that payout for you guys. Can you believe it? A $100 bill. But Texas Noop said when he wins it again, he's keeping all of that for his gas tank. All right, guys. So this was the last cast moment right here before we do the weigh-in. I'm just getting the boat set up. Uh-oh, Whip 6 said, money, 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 money. They don't want this money. They don't want it, do they, Whip Stick? All right, let's go ahead and make it official, like a referee's whistle. So that right there was the last cast before weigh-in. Let's go ahead and get that in. All right, there we go. Now, the way we do this thing called Bass for Cash, guys, is you must be a subscriber. Are we in subscriber-only mode? AC, Whipstick, can somebody confirm that we are in subscriber-only mode right now? Zyro says, who? The guy that didn't get a gifted membership? All right, are we in subscriber-only mode, guys? Because we're about to make it happen. Shout out to Blaster. Today is Blaster's day. He was like, let me get one of those memberships so I can win that cash. But remember, it doesn't cost anything to participate, guys. You do not have to be a member. All you have to do is be a subscriber. All right, so I'm going to show you this fish. AC, are you ready? And remember, the rules of engagement for Bass for Cash are in the description. If you do not know how to play, then you need to read the description. If you don't know how to collect those funds, you need to read the description. All of the information you need is in the description. Let me turn this. All right, AC, are you ready? Blaster says, woohoo. He said, it's my day. Yeah, you're supposed to win. Today is your day. You're supposed to win. You are now an official member of the Money Team. So we want to see you collect some of that money. We want to give a big shout out to FishXLive.com. Remember, guys, you can run your live tournaments, live weigh-ins. You have a live leaderboard, live chat, and most of all, you will have the ability to live stream your tournaments, whether you're fishing an MLF style tournament or just doing a Bassmaster style weigh-in where you bring your 5 fish to the scale. FishXLive is the thing that you need to check out, and you can download it for free. You can watch the content on there for free and everything. So make sure you guys go and check out FishXLive.com. All right, AC, she says, I'm here. Are you ready? All right, guys, we're going to put the fish on the scale right here so you can see how big it is. Are we in subscriber-only mode? Somebody let me know. Are we in subscriber-only mode? Somebody, anybody. Are we in subscriber-only mode? Mario says, so I can guess then? Yes, if you are a subscriber, then you can guess. All right, now AC. Here we go. It's a little cutie, but guess what? This cutie could get somebody $140. A lot of times you guys win on these smaller fish, but this fish is an official keeper on this lake. They just have to be 14 inches. All right, AC, you can open the scales. When you guys see scales officially open, you have 2 minutes to put your guesses in the chat. All right, now let's put this fish on this measuring board so you can see. It's not a line burner. It's just past 14. Oh, my goodness, guys. If the fish goes back in the water, there will be no cash for that bass. All right, so there we go, guys. Scales are officially open. Zyro says, bro, that thing ain't even a pound. All right, well, put something under a pound in this, Zyros, and see what happens to you. I'm curious to see what Zyros is going to put in here now. Oh, my goodness. And you guys let Mask Off get a gifted membership. He's in here putting 2 guesses in the chat. All right, so there's the fish, guys. You have 2 minutes to put your guesses in the chat. And while you're doing that, I'll be able to do 2 minutes of fishing. And actually, I like throwing this swim bait. It's kind of fun. So we're going to throw this a little bit. Oh, man, look at all those guesses coming in. You guys have 2 minutes. Remember, if you put more than one guess in the chat, then kablam, just like that, you could be disqualified. If you put the same guess in there more than once, kablam, just like that, you could be disqualified. If you spam the chat and start chatting too much, you could be disqualified. The DQ queen, she has the eyes for it. She's looking for you. She's waiting. So she can hit you with the DQ. Nobody has got DQ'd today, which is, I don't know. Normally somebody gets DQ'd every time that we're out here, guys. We have a lot of members of the DQ club. Uh-oh, do I see it? Scales are officially closed. All right, guys, it's the moment of truth. We're about to see if we're gonna make it happen, Captain. Uh-oh, fishing with the boys, but you ain't living right. Fishing with the boys, uh-oh. Uh-oh, fishing with the boys, you ain't living right. All right, guys, we're about to see if somebody is about to walk away with a $140 bill, all right? Remember, guys, do not spam the chat. We're about to get this fish weighed and see if anybody's going to walk away with some of this cash for their pockets. Junior said, oh, man, I missed it. All right, so let's go ahead and zero this out real quick. Don't want to keep the fish out of water too long. It is zeroed out. All right, so my guess, this fish is going to be 1.5. I'll say 153, guys. 153 is what I'll say. Let's just double check. We are zeroed out. I'm going with 153, and let's make it official, like a referee's whistle, guys. And I'm way off. 134. We're locking in at 134. Do we have a winner? Do we have a winner, AC? Is somebody walking away with $120 or $140? Shout out to Texas Noop. I also want to give a big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. There we go. Bam. 1.34 pounds. All right, let's see if this fish will play around with us real quick. Let's see if it'll jump. Let's see if it'll jump. What you gonna do, fish? What you gonna do? Just swim off. All right, there it goes, guys. No official winner. No official winner. And just like that, Blaster's day is over. Just like that, Blaster, you had your day. You had your day and you didn't take advantage of it. All right, let's go ahead and turn the scale off. Blaster, what happened? I think Whipstick is right. You guys just didn't want that money today. I don't know. I guess we'll have to come back and do it all again. Want to give a big shout out to FishXLive.com. You guys remember that name. If you know anybody that is into tournament fishing, tournament organizations that hold or host fishing tournaments, whether it's catfish, bass, crappie, carp, any type of fishing, bass boats, kayak, even bank fishing, guys. FishXLive.com will allow you to have your own live leaderboard, live chat. You will also have your own live stream. It gives you the ability to facilitate your live streams, all right? Whipstick said, money, money, money. They don't want this money. They don't want this money. Oh, my goodness. Zyro says, how are you going to send me the money when I win? We're going to email it to you, Zyros. How about that? We're going to email you some money. Scooter and the boy says, I doubt it. All right, so really appreciate it. Want to give another big shout out to SWAT Lawn Operations. Make sure you guys go and support the businesses that support the fishing community. SWAT Lawn Operations is definitely one of them. For all of your residential and commercial landscaping needs, make sure you reach out to SWAT Lawn Operations. Now, I can't wait to hear the day whenever it is announced that SWAT Lawn Operations has acquired a big commercial contract through Bass for Cash, guys. That is what we're looking for. If anybody knows anyone in the metro Atlanta area that has any type of business, commercial projects, or anything like that, make sure you reach out to SWAT Lawn Operations, all right? Zyro says, what scam? What are you guys talking about in the chat? Because I know you know, Bass for Cash is real, just like the Bendation. All right. Again, big shout out to FishXLive, SWAT Lawn Operations. Big shout out to Caden, the sponsor of today's live stream. Also, honorable mentions go out to Clint Perry. You guys know him well, the general of the money team. You see all of these people with badges next to their name? Clint Perry is the general, all right? Everybody else is just the soldiers. Well, I guess Pure Alaska might be the colonel. But Clint Perry, that's the general right there. All right, really appreciate everybody for tuning in, guys. That's all the time we have for today. We're about to roll out, but we will be back again. Make sure you have subscribed to this channel. Make sure you have also shared the link to this channel with your family and friends. Hey, you got to share the wealth. You can't keep all the losing to yourself because you didn't want the money anyway. Maybe if you share the channel, one of your friends will actually want this money that we're trying to give away. All right? Burning Season says, I'm the house mouse. I was the actual house mouse, Burning Season. I was the house mouse. All right, guys, really appreciate everybody for tuning in. It's time for me to head out. I will see you guys on the next live stream.